Kuzuzambo and hearty afternoon to all the people around the world. This is Pamanarbo from Pema Curves with Ink. Today I'm here to take you through one of the very important teaching techniques which I incorporate or employ in my daily teaching journey in a classroom. And I'm very sure majority of the teachers across the world might be employing very creative, innovative, beautiful, and eye-pleasing kind of teaching techniques. But this is one teaching technique which I overly use in my classroom teaching. Before I really start my formal teaching, I used to have this classroom speech. The very reason for having this classroom speech is over the year I have noticed students hardly get an opportunity to speak in a whole school level speech. That's why I have narrowed down the speech into classroom level so that students get enough opportunity. Most probably an individual child to get an opportunity to speak around 10 to 15 times in a classroom, which is enough for them to boost their confidence and to enhance the fluency, right? So this is the reason behind why I am actually encouraging or I'm conducting classroom speech before I start my session. After this, I also have one session called one page reading session. So to give just about this, student will take a novel each every day in my period, where I have already informed them to compulsorily take one notebook each in my period. So I used to conduct a mini session where they will read one page of the novel, and this I have included in my teaching in order to inculcate reading culture amongst my students. And next, what I used to do is, can we spin a spinner wheel? Where I will spin the wheel where the roll numbers already there in the spinner, and whoever gets an opportunity, they will share whatever takeaways that they have from a page reading. And after this activities only, I start my lesson. And today I just gonna teach my lesson on connectors. I'm very sure you might be knowing what really connectors is. We're using it in every day of our life, be it conversation, be it in writing. We use these connectors quite considerable times we use it. I don't really go into sharing the definition or the explanation on the current topic, but next activity I have here is, can we share a pen? I actually let them share a pen. In a way they will jot down their opinion on the topic, current topic, that is connectors. So here I used to have rally table where they will share a pen. A teacher will give a piece of paper, and they will use a common pen to share their thoughts. They will take turns to share their thoughts on the paper. This is what I conduct next. And what is this? Popcorn, right? Here I don't handpick or I don't force the team to share their ideas or opinions which they have written a minute ago. So here I give an opportunity for team to select their own presenter. In a way they will select their presenter, and they will wholeheartedly or with their will they will come in the front and share about the topic that they have discussed, right? So this is what we call it popcorn. It happens wholeheartedly from their side. So after this, after the sharing session, what I used to do is I used to compare their opinion with the actual definition of the current topic, that is connector. This is what happens next. And this is actually what connector is, and it's all about words or phrases that joins together different parts of a sentence, showing the relationship between them. This is the actual definition of connectors. I'm very sure that you have already known to this definition, and or you have literally used these connectors in your daily conversation and writing journey. And under these connectors there are types of relationship connectors shows. So addition, number one is addition, and there are other three types I'm going to take you through. Before that, I'm going to define what really addition is. I'm going to explain what really addition is under types of connectors. These connectors are used to add more information or to join two similar ideas. Sometimes there are situations where we need to add two different ideas or similar ideas in a sentence. So in this situation we use this addition connectors to add more information or to join two similar ideas. An example under this addition, there are three examples. These are and, moreover, furthermore. So these three examples, these connectors used to add more information or to join two similar ideas. Whatever it is, we will go through some more examples so that we understand better on how ideas are joined by the connectors. Number one, and connector. Now we are going to look into how an and connector is used in a sentence. So here, she likes apples and oranges. See, we have two different ideas or two similar ideas. Apples and oranges are actually comes under the canopy of fruits, but they are different fruits. And in such situation we use this and connector to connect two different ideas, points. She likes apples and oranges. And now let us see how moreover is used in a sentence. The project was completed on time. Moreover, it exceeded expectations, right? So there are two different ideas joined by the connector, moreover. Project was completed on time. Moreover, it exceeded expectations. So these two ideas are joined by this moreover, and it makes a complete meaning. And this is what moreover can do here in this sentence. And the third, furthermore. So let us see how furthermore helps or is used in a sentence. The team worked hard. This is, I think, one idea. Furthermore, they collaborated well. Another idea is they collaborated well. And here, furthermore has connected these two different ideas. And this is how and, moreover, furthermore under addition helps to add more information or to join two similar ideas. I hope you have understood the type of relationship that addition draws in a sentence. Now next, there is another type called contrast. Firstly, we look into the meaning of contrast. Contrast, if you go with the direct meaning, contrast I think is a different, right? Maybe a controversy. Sometimes opinions, there will be different in opinions. Contrast, opposite, right? Whatever it is, let us go through the actual definition or explanation of contrast. These connectors are used to show a difference or contrast between two ideas or statements. So we mainly use this contrast to show a difference or contrast between two ideas or statements. And under this contrast also we have three examples: but, however, although. So let us go through the example of how but, however, although are employed in a sentence. Firstly, let us go with but. How but is used to connect two different or contrast ideas. I wanted to go to the park, but it started raining. See, These are two contrast ideas. He wanted to go to the park, but what happened? Started raining, and without this part, the sentence won't be pleasing, or it will be really complex without this part, right? And next, however, let us see how however is used in a sentence. She is very intelligent, however she often makes careless mistakes. Intelligent and makes careless mistakes, these are two contrast ideas, but however helps you join these two contrast or two different ideas. She is very intelligent, however she often makes careless mistakes. The next is, let us see how although is used. Although is also part of contrast, example of contrast, and let us see how it is used in a sentence. Although it was raining, so this is one idea. They continued the match. So with this although correctly put in the place, it makes a complete or full-fledged sentence, right? So this is how contrast helps to build the sentence, to build the complete sentence. And now we'll go with cause and effect. This is also type of connector, and it is further broken down into three more examples under this cause and effect, because, so, therefore. Before that, can we go with cause and effects definition? Obviously. So these connectors show the reason why something happens or the result of something. So this cause and effect will help us to show the reason why something happens. It's going to reason out. So let us see some of the sentences of because, so, therefore. Okay. Firstly, she stayed home because she was feeling ill. It is reasoning out why she stayed home, because she was feeling ill. So here because connector is used here, and to join or reason out the idea, reason out why she was staying home. And number two, he studied hard, so he passed the exam. So is used here in order to explain why he passed from the exam, because he studied hard, so he passed the exam. The roads were icy, therefore the event was cancelled. Now, how therefore is used here? To explain us, give us the reason why event was cancelled, because the roads were icy, therefore the event was cancelled. So this is how cause and effect, because, so, therefore helps to give us a complete meaning of a sentence. Now we have the next type. This is time. So time connector, these connectors are used to indicate when something happens in relation to something else. I think it's going to indicate some time, right? Time, something happens in relation to something else. And under this time connectors, we have three more examples: when, before, after. It indicates time in a nutshell. Firstly, let us go through how when is used in a sentence. When I arrived, the party had already started. So when she reached, that the party has already started. It indicates when something happens in relation to something else. The moment she arrived, the party had already started. So this is how when connector is used in a sentence, to indicate when something happens in relation to something else. And next, can we go with before? We should eat before we leave. So before is used here to indicate when something happens in relation to something else. And next, after. Let's go out after the meeting ends. After the meeting ends, they have to go out. So this is how, time connectors, when, before, after, helps to, make a complete meaning upon, these connectors rightly put in a sentence. Now, why these connectors are important? And we have seen, very important role being played by these connectors. And why connectors? So let us quickly run down through some of the importance of connectors. Number one, it enhances clarity. It really helps to sweep the sentence. In a way, sentence becomes so perfect, so polished, and it can be understood by the readers. So it enhances clarity. And without connectors, there will be so much of leakage and breakage in a sentence, and it will be really difficult for the readers to go through it and understand or crimp out the main ideas of the sentence. Improve flow and cohesion. Obviously, there is improvement in the flow of sentence, and there is connection between the sentence. This is how connectors help to improve the flow and cohesion of the sentence. And number three, show relationship between ideas. So two ideas are connected. Let's say in addition connector, when two ideas are given, it helps to connect and make it a full, complete sentence. And number four is guide the readers. Of course, having placed the connectors in the right place in the sentence, it helps to guide the readers, meaning it will help readers to understand the key ideas from the sentence. Otherwise, without connectors, it will be really difficult to guide the readers, and there is great possibility that readers may be misguided by the sentence. That's all about the input on the connector. And right after input, what I usually used to do is team activity. It is very important to assign activity to the class so that students get to test their knowledge on the taught lesson. So this is my next activity. This is the team activity, right? And it is very important to give a crystal clear direction when we give an activity to student. And this is the question. Each team will write 3 examples under each connector. So there are 4 types of connector, right? And under each type there are 3 examples. So they're going to write each team they will discuss and gonna write 3 examples under each connector. And after completing the task, each group will present their work to the class. So it is very important and paramount important to present their work, so the teacher knows how much they have understood and what more teachers can do to them to bring further improvement in students. And I will be rewarded each team with bronze, silver, gold or diamond awards. So it is not that teachers going to literally give all this bronze, silver, gold or diamond awards, but teachers will draw the picture of bronze, silver, gold or diamonds and give it to them. In a way they will be reinforced. As a human being, we have a tendency that we always want extrinsic motivation, right? A simple thumbs up and a pat on the back is more than enough to melt people's heart. So that's why it's very important for students to reward or acknowledge with some sort of reinforcement, so they will be inspired and they feel like doing more in the next activity. This is the ultimate or underlying mission for giving this rewards. An assessment criteria is very important. We can't blindly give activity to students without any pre-designed prerequisite assessment criteria. So this is what and how I will assess my student. I have compartmentalized the domains into four domains, right? Beginning, meeting, approaching, exceeding. So based on this criteria, I'm going to award the reward or reinforcement. One correct answer, there will be given bronze, and for two correct examples they will get silver, and for three correct examples they will get gold, and finally four correct examples they will be given the diamond medal. In a way, they are in exceeding, gold in approaching, silver in meeting, and bronze in beginning. This is how I used to give it to my students or reward to my students, and next time they will really strive hard to get four correct examples and diamond, right? This is how competition is going to set for the upcoming activities. And extended learning activity, I will also give extended learning activity, and teachers might be knowing the reason behind extended learning activity. It helps the first learner to engage, right? Those team who have completed the activity, they can engross themselves in this activity called extended learning activity. And for this I have kept this questions: why are connectors important in our daily writing? We have learned some of the important advantages of having connectors, right? So they can go through it, go back to it, and they will write down some of the importance of connectors. And after that, presentation. A group must present their work to the class. I'm not talking about extended learning, but I'm talking about the actual group activity, team activity of connectors, the types of connectors. And after that only, teachers will sort out or figure out which team has got the diamond, gold, silver, and bronze. And I'm also going to give big hands for the impressive presentation to all the students in the class. And this is very important. Again, quick recall via quiz. I used to do some other activities here as well, but this time I have decided to have quick recall of lesson through quiz competition. And this is one question: which of the following connectors used to show contrast? Moreover, therefore, but, before. So they can write one correct answer. Which connectors which used to show causative fact? However, so, and when. So they'll choose one correct answer and choose the correct connector to add information. Is it although, but, furthermore, after? And finally, which connector indicates a time relationship? Because, therefore, when, however. I'm very sure this four questions cover the four types of connectors and three examples each under each connector. And to really evaluate students' understanding before I wind up the session and before leave the classroom, I used to ask some question, whether they have some muddiest point or whether they have some questions on the lesson that I've taught. So if they have, then I used to continue the lesson in the next class. And this is one teaching technique I employ in my classroom, and I have experienced positive feedback from my students, because most of my you know lesson was student oriented, laden with numerous activities where students don't get space to note down their head out of drowsiness, because they are guided by so many questions and activities. That's all about today's teaching technique, and thank you so much everybody for going through this video. And for more videos, please kindly follow Pema Classroom Inc. and you'll get lots of related videos and teaching and other writing techniques as well. Thank you so much and have a great day.